Chapter 4. Bo Haney. Halfway down the aisle, Robbie could see Bo Haney. Bo Haney was a third grader like Robbie. Bo Haney was a big third grader. Robbie's mother would probably say, big for his age. To Robbie, Bo was big for any age. He had been in third grade for a long, long time. Bo was the meanest kid in the third grade, or maybe even the whole school. Everyone knew about Bo. Once he unraveled the back of Sarah Jane's new sweater, she had to wear her winter coat for the rest of the day. Once he tied Bradley Dugan's shoelaces together around a pole in the bathroom, the girls' bathroom. Once during Pet Week, he fed John's pet cricket to Tom's pet frog. Then he fed Tom's pet frog to Sally's cat. Then he tried to feed Sally's cat to Harvey's beagle. But there was a terrible fight, and everyone had to go to recess early. Danville School had not celebrated Pet Week since. Everyone knew about Bo Haney, and everyone tried to stay away from him. Robbie had spent his first 3 years at Danville School carefully avoiding Bo. Slowly, Robbie continued down the aisle. Before he could get all the way to the back of the bus lurched forward. Then it happened. Later, Robbie could not tell exactly what had happened. All he knew was 1 second he was standing, and the next second he was sitting. The problem was, he was not sitting in an empty seat. The problem was that he was sitting in Bo Haney's seat. Worse than that, he was sitting on Bo Haney's lap. The entire bus was silent for a second. Then Bo's voice broke the silence. "Hey, Wobbie," said Bo. "Hey, baby Wobbie." He pushed Robbie down to the floor. Robbie was so surprised that he sat on the floor and could not say a word. "This seat is taken." Then Robbie got up and stumbled backward, trying to get his balance. He tried to think of something to say. He couldn't think of a single word. With his mouth wide open, he stood looking at Bo. Bo laughed. "Can't you talk, baby Wobbie? Can't the little baby say goo-goo?" Bo turned around and looked at the other kids on the bus. A few of them laughed with Bo. "Don't let it happen again, Wobbie." Somehow, Robbie's legs began to move. He passed the other seats of the bus without looking up. He got back to the empty seat that Doug had saved for him and sank down into it. So something big just happened here. Let's all think about what just happened and how it fits with the earlier parts of the book. So in your reading journal, I want you to fill in the blanks of this sentence frame. Earlier in the book, and then you write what happened earlier. Now, write what's happening now. This makes me think, and fill in what it makes you think about. "Man, what did you do that for?" Doug asked. "Don't you know who that is?" Robbie nodded. "I didn't mean to," he said. "It just kind of happened." "Don't let that kind of thing happen again," said Doug. "It could be dangerous. Real dangerous." "I know," said Robbie. For a long time, Robbie stared at the back of Bo's head. The fun was gone from the day. The new year was already tarnished. If only he had said something cool to Bo, something that would be funny and make the kids laugh, but not at Robbie. He sighed. It was too late. He closed his eyes and imagined what the morning would have been like if he had been cool. He saw himself in jeans, walking confidently up the steps of the bus. No cameras clicking or lips smacking. The other kids calling, "Hey, Rob!" Everything would have been perfect. He thought of his list. There seemed to be a big difference now between writing something down and actually doing it. He slumped lower in his seat. It might not be a great year after all. And that is the end of chapter 4. So if you notice, the ending of this chapter is different than the ending of the first few chapters. We heard it was going to be a great year. Yes, it's going to be a great year. Starting now, it was going to be a great year. And then the end of this chapter, it might not be a great year after all.